WWE Backlash is this Sunday, so why don't we preview the matches for the first Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view of the new era. The first match in the card, we have current Intercontinental Champion The Miz defending his title against challenger Dolph Ziggler. Now, this is the second championship match that Dolph has had in back-to-back pay-per-views. He challenged Dean Ambrose for the WWE title at SummerSlam, and now he's challenging The Miz for the IC title. But just like at SummerSlam, I do see Dolph Ziggler continuing his losing streak and The Miz retaining his IC title to continue his Intercontinental Championship World Tour. I don't know how many days he has on that World Tour, but it's going to continue. Now, this loss could lead to like a character change, maybe like a bit of a tweak in his character for Dolph Ziggler. The Miz, ever since his like big epic promo pipe bomb on SmackDown general manager Daniel Bryan, that was one of the best Talking Smack segments I've seen since the show has started. Now, taking the title off The Miz would be probably one of the worst booking decisions. He's on fire, like I said, and this is probably just gonna lead to a rematch. The booking, the build up towards this title match has been a little lackluster, really, and it's only been like a 2-week build. So I can see this, going on for a couple more weeks. Dolph, loses. Miz picks up the win. Some heelish kind of tactics. Maybe Maurice comes in and helps him out. Maybe he pulls on the tights. Does something to get disqualified. But yes, Miz has to keep the title at Backlash. There's no reason for him to lose it. And with that said, yeah, Miz, still your IC champion. But at this Sunday's pay-per-view, we do have a very limited amount of matches. We have just 6 matches on the card, and they will be a little bit filler, especially like leading up to the main event. I could see Kane coming out and choke slamming someone on the SmackDown roster, just like we saw on SmackDown this past week. Or we could see Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews have some sort of match, not against each other per se, but just have a match at all, on the pre-show or something. SmackDown will be introducing 2 new titles at Backlash, one of which is the new SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, we saw a tournament take place to crown the winner and new inaugural champion for the tag titles, which saw American Alpha and Heath Slater get to the finals. But like we saw on SmackDown, the Usos turned heel on them after a very short 30-second match or so and took American Alpha out, because Chad Gable, as we found out on Talking Smack, is out for 2 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee, MCL, I don't know. Which prompted SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon to announce a qualifying match between the Usos and the Hype Bros, and the winner of those matches will face off against the team of Heath Slater and Rhino. Just like you saw in that graphic, it's obvious. The Usos are winning that match. They're going into the finals to try to be the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I like the Hype Bros, but there's no way in chance to get in there. We just saw that match. Hype Bros versus Heath Slater. They just lost to them. Which leads us to a very interesting situation where the Usos can capitalize on this newly found heel turn and get the heat from beating the team of Heath Slater and Rhino, stopping Heath Slater from getting his SmackDown contract. That'd be kind of nice. It'd be an established name, established team to be the inaugural SmackDown champions. Or you can see Heath Slater and Rhino walking away with the tag team titles. That would be an interesting situation. I think that's probably the way they're going to go. What I see happening is Jason Jordan, JJ, just call him JJ. He's probably going to come in, interfere, and cost the Usos the titles. It's going to be, the way I see this match playing out, is like you're going to see the Usos be the dominant team and just the front runners to win the tournament and this match. But Jason Jordan is going to cost them the match. And in result, it's going to lead to a Heath Slater Rhino championship victory. That would be amazing. That'd be great. SmackDown has history of putting 2 random guys together and making a great tag team, just like Edge and Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle. Rhino, Heath Slater, why not? They could eventually drop the titles to the Usos or to debuting Revival, or maybe even American Alpha once they're healthy. This is also going to lead to a tag team feud between the Usos and American Alpha, which may lead to a little bit more character to American Alpha. And just give the people what they want. They want Heath Slater to be signed. The hottest free agent is going to be signed to SmackDown, and he's going to be your first SmackDown champion. Now we have the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, taking on the Viper, Randy Orton. Now, a lot of people seem to think that Randy Orton, because of the beatdown he took at the hands of Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, is probably going to go over on Bray Wyatt. But I'm on the other side of the fence. I feel like Bray Wyatt should get the win. I don't think this feud is ending anytime soon. I don't think this is a one-off type of deal. I definitely believe that's going to lead until Survivor Series. It's going to lead into Survivor Series. It's definitely going to lead into No Mercy, where Randy Orton gets his win back. Who knows? Maybe Luke Harper can come in and cost Randy Orton the victory. Or, have Bray Wyatt be a dominant monster heel where Randy Orton is just trying to figure out how to beat him. It'd be nice and a very interesting change of pace to actually have Bray Wyatt built up, kind of like the monster that he really is and we all know he should be. Randy Orton can take the L and it won't hurt his credibility. He's kind of in that Chris Jericho, John Cena mode where they can lose 3 matches in a row and it only takes one solid program to establish him as a top guy. I feel like Randy Orton's at that stage in his career where he doesn't mind putting over young guys like Bray Wyatt. I know a lot of fans, like I said, are skeptical and probably assume the WWE is going to put over Randy Orton so that later on, he can have some kind of feud with Brock Lesnar. But you know what? Give it to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt probably is going to walk away with the win. I don't see why he wouldn't. It just makes sense all around. Maybe he can challenge John Cena again. Go into John Cena after he's done with Randy Orton after Survivor Series. Maybe he can challenge for the title. I don't know. But the possibilities are endless. And like I said, Luke Harper is a possibility. He is a variable to look into because he has been training at the Performance Center, so he could show up. Or Eric Rowan could get involved and help out his former master. Now, it hasn't been confirmed and it's not really official whether or not he's still associated with Bray Wyatt. Everyone's just under the assumption that they're not a thing anymore. But with Luke Harper's impending return, the Wyatt family could return along with him. Now that'd be interesting for them to be a terrorizing force on Smackdown and Tuesday nights. Now the second championship that will be introduced on Sunday at Backlash will be the new Smackdown Women's Championship. As you saw in that graphic, the superstars in this match will be Naomi, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, and Natalya. Now, that's basically the entire women's division right there, other than Eva Marie. So expect all 6 participants in this match to have a very strong showing. Now, the way I see this match unfolding is basically Carmella's going to be the first woman eliminated. Now, I know she's been booked kind of strong, and it's kind of like sacrilegious of me to say that she won't be in the final 3 or in the final 2. But I think she finally gets her comeuppance on Sunday. I think Nikki Bella is the one to eliminate her. And then after that, Naomi and Natalya, they're kind of like non-factors in this match. Like, I don't see them winning the match at all. They're very, very big long shots. So they're the next 2 to get eliminated. And then we leave off in the triple threat match between Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss, and Becky Lynch. And this is where Carmella comes into play. She comes back into the match and costs Nikki Bella a victory. Just as she's about to eliminate Alexa Bliss, she might be getting ready to hit her with her forearm finisher or her new TKO finisher. Carmella comes in. Maybe she debuts a new finisher. Who knows? Or she puts in Nikki Bella in that Code of Silence finisher that she has, or just beats her down. Then that's when Alexa takes advantage, capitalizes, and gets the win and eliminates Nikki Bella. That will lead to a rivalry between Carmella and Nikki Bella heading into No Mercy, which is what I said is going to happen. A lot of these matches are going to lead off into further programs. And with Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, the final 2, your girl, the Irish Lass Kicker, Becky Balboa herself, is walking away with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, that's where you have another rivalry built in right there. Alexa Bliss, as the final competitor to be eliminated, has a legitimate claim to be the number 1 contender for the Women's Championship. and that's a nice little feud. You have an NXT a prospect that came up during the draft. You have an established women wrestler who has been looked over and is now getting the dues that she deserves, and it will lead into a very good match. So right then and there in this 6-pack challenge, you have 2 great feuds: Carmella and Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss, and Naomi and Natalya can just sit back and wait until their time comes again. Now we finally have the main event. The phenomenal AJ Styles challenges Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Championship. Now, as the AJ fan that I am, I see and I really want AJ to go over and win his first WWE title. He's been with the company since Royal Rumble and he hasn't really won any major title. The only major win he really has to his credit is the win over John Cena, and he beat him clean. Now, John Cena took him very seriously, and it was a very intense match, and it was obviously the main event of SummerSlam. Dean Ambrose is kind of, like looking over like AJ Styles. He's not taking him seriously, and it might cost him. I think AJ Styles is going to come in. He's going to be aggressive. He saw that in his 2 opportunities against Roman Reigns, he wasn't able to get the title. So I don't think he will take this championship match lightly. I think he'll be very aggressive, like I said, and just establish himself as the face that runs to the place on Smackdown. Continue that storyline. He's been SmackDown's hottest star since the brand split, and I really can't say the same thing about Dean Ambrose. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate and flack for saying this, but I'm kind of over and done with Dean Ambrose. He hasn't really done anything too entertaining. His current title run has been a little lackluster and boring for my taste. Who knows, maybe him chasing the title might be a little bit more interesting, and if he loses the title, it will lead into a rematch at No Mercy. This is the new era, guys. There needs to be something different. AJ Styles deserves to be WWE champion. He's been the best thing on SmackDown. He's been the most interesting thing on SmackDown for the last couple weeks, and I think Dean Ambrose taking him lightly might cost him in the long run. And AJ winning the WWE World title on Sunday could be SmackDown's answer to Raw crowning Kevin Owens their new Universal Champion. I, for one, am excited for that. I can't wait to see it. It's been a long time coming. With that said, I'm all done here, guys. My name is SESvince. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be bringing to you guys another pay-per-view prediction video with Clash of Champions at the end of the month, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited for this Sunday, and I hope you guys are too. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.